Santa Dino and Pixie's Christmas Advance when a baby Triceratops came to Santa's air. It was Christmas Eve in Dino Valley, and the air was filled with a festive cheer. The smell of roasted cookies floated over the valley, while merry lanterns swayed in the air. Pixie, a curious little Triceratops, could barely contain her excitement.
Mama! Papa! Is it Christmas Eve yet?
Papa Tops, who was busy decorating the Christmas tree, exclaimed.
Yes, of course, darling. We are almost there.
Pixie lived with her family in a cozy cave adorned with glittering icicles. This year, she had one big dream.
I am going to see Santa, even if I have to stay awake all night.
The festive cheer was all over the cave. As the evening advanced, Pixie couldn't stop thinking about Santa. She was especially worried about the weather.
Would Santa really come? What if the snowy cliffs were too slippery for his sleigh? What if he missed our cave?
After dinner, the family gathered around the tree to sing Christmas carols. Pixie's brothers, Roxy and Traxy, could not stop themselves from opening the Christmas gifts. Roxy shouted with excitement.
Look! A set of shiny blue river rocks.
Traxy was equally happy with his gifts.
A necklace of pine cones. Thank you, Mama and Papa.
But Pixie's mind was elsewhere. As her brothers fell asleep, she tiptoed out of the cave, determined to catch a glimpse of Santa Dino. Snow fell all around Pixie, and she shivered in the bitter cold. Finally, she found shelter in a hollow under a large pine tree. Hours passed, and Pixie almost dozed off when a faint, jingling sound woke her. She blinked and gasped. There, in the sky, was a sleigh pulled by 4 pterodactyls, and sitting in the sleigh was a jolly old stegosaurus in a red cloak with a glowing amber lantern. Pixie gasped.
Oh God! Santa! It's really you!
But then she saw something that horrified her. A huge Gigantosaurus jumped from a tall rock and tried to grab Santa's bag. The sleigh rocked as Santa tried to fight him off. In the struggle, one sack rolled out of the sleigh and landed in the pine forest, not far from where Pixie was sitting. Pixie jumped up and ran in the direction where the sack had fallen. It was dark and snow was still falling, but Pixie was unconcerned. She pushed the swaying pine branches out of the way as she searched for the sack. Finally, she saw the sack caught in a thorny bush. Pixie pumped the air in excitement.
I found it! Now I have to get it back to Santa.
Pixie had to work hard to free the sack from the bushes where it was entangled. Finally, when she pulled the sack out of the thorny bush, she saw a message scrawled on top of it.
For the Diplodocus children in the Dino Valley.
Pixie slung the heavy sack full of gifts on her back and started moving rapidly in the direction of Santa's sled. Suddenly, a shadow loomed. It was a forest guard.
Who goes there?
Growled the forest guard. Pixie gulped. Velociraptors worked as forest guards, and they were not easy to deal with.
I am Pixie. I have a sack that belongs to Santa. It fell off when Santa was attacked in the sky by Gigantosaurus,
she said in a nervous voice. The Velociraptor looked at the young dinosaur and then said in a warm voice,
You are a good girl doing a good deed. Follow me.
The Velociraptor led Pixie out of the woods to a clearing where Santa's sleigh had landed. 3 pterodactyls were resting their wings, while the 4th one was holding the amber lantern for Santa to read his list of presents.
Santa! I found your missing sack.
Pixie called as she walked half bent under the weight of the sack. Santa turned, and his eyes twinkled when he saw Pixie.
Thank you, little one. You've saved Christmas for the Diplodocus children.
He asked Pixie to come closer, and then he pulled out a small golden bar.
This is for you, Pixie, for the courage and kindness shown by you.
Santa winked merrily at Pixie and closed his sack. Then, in a hearty voice, he wished Pixie a Merry Christmas. Santa was now ready to go. In a loud voice, he boomed,
Ho, ho, ho.
The four pterodactyls, shrieking joy, flapped their wings and took off. Pixie could not keep her eyes off the sleigh till it disappeared into the sky. When Pixie returned home, the golden box clutched in her arms, she found her family waiting anxiously for her. Papa Tops demanded,
Where did you go, Pixie? We were all so worried about you.
There was relief and hoops of joy when Pixie told them of her meeting with Santa. Pixie then opened the box that Santa had given her. Inside the box was a cute little golden horn. She put the horn close to her lips and whispered,
This is beautiful. Thank you, Santa.
That Christmas, Pixie learned that dreams, courage, and a little magic could make anything possible. And as she went around blowing the horn, she knew this was a Christmas she would never forget. The moral of the story: the winners are those who care for others. If you enjoyed listening to this story, then please like, share, and subscribe to the Fables Forever channel by clicking the subscribe button below and enjoy more such stories.